What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Daily Impulse. I'm Abraham, your host, and today I'm feeling inspired. Have you ever thought of ways to make money on the side? Of course, I do all the time. So I just wanted to start out by saying a little bit more about myself. I love cars. Cars are an absolute passion. When I was little, I used to play with Hot Wheels cars. I used to create those model cars where you could put the rims, different tires, put the interior and all that. And man, those were the days, and they were awesome. I would always dig in a little flower bed and make roads using my toy tractors and everything. Cars have been a part of my life for a very long time. Anyways, I wanted to let you guys know I have purchased a Jaguar F-Type. Yes, it's a 2016 Jaguar F-Type. Kind of a lower end exotic type car, which I love, and it's been one of my dream cars to own. I'm so excited for owning it. I really am. And I'm so thankful that I can afford something like this. Now, I did want to talk a little bit about this though, because when we purchased it, we are a little tight on the budget. So obviously we can afford it, but it is pushing our budget per month for the monthly payment. So I was thinking, well, before I buy it, let's go over these numbers. Obviously, you don't want to make a stupid decision. And let's see if we can, comfortably somewhat afford it and see if there's a way that I can actually get it to make money for myself. Possibly a profit, or just kind of level out the payment a little bit. Because these days in life, there are a lot of ways to make money on the side, start your own business, social media presence, your brand. The whole 9 yards. There's just so many options and so many avenues to make money on the side, or as a daily chore, or as your full-time job. The list is unbelievable. The avenues are so broad, it's ridiculous nowadays. So after looking into this a little bit and kind of brainstorming, I ran across an app or a rideshare platform called Turo. Full disclaimer, I am not getting paid by Turo in any way, shape, or form to talk about them, to advertise about them, but they've brought me money, and I like money. With that being said, I found this rideshare app that's called Turo. What it is, it allows you to rent your car out and make money doing so. It's really good side money. Obviously, there's some pros and cons, so I'll just list a few cons. First and foremost, the con right off the bat, there's a random person getting in your car, driving off, and probably driving it into the ground. So that's one con. The second con is you just have normal wear and tear that someone else is going to be driving it, and they don't really care about your car because it's not theirs, obviously. So yeah, there's a second con. Third con is your depreciation on the vehicle. The more it's driven, obviously, the more it's going to depreciate. Now let's just get into a couple of pros or so. One of the pros is Turo has an amazing insurance on there. Now, I haven't had any issues whatsoever on this platform yet, and God willing, I hope I don't, but I will say that Turo's insurance policies, they break it down into categories, how much you want to have covered. There's full disclaimers, the whole 9 yards. Obviously, this is not a tutorial as to how to sign up your car, so I'm just going over some pros here. But that's one of the biggest pros is, God forbid, if anything happened to your vehicle, if it was stolen, if it was wrecked, their insurance policy is going to kick in and take care of you for a fact. And I've heard very good things about it. Again, I personally, thank God, have not been able to use this. I don't really want to ever use it, but it's comforting to know that it's there if need be. The second pro is, of course, the money. There's a lot of money that you can make on Turo. For instance, I will be completely transparent with you. This weekend alone, I made right around $300 just in one weekend renting out my car. That is amazing. And obviously, one weekend is just a couple of days, maybe a few days if you want to extend the weekend. And that is completely amazing because of the fact that you have so many more days in the month that you can still have your car rented. And obviously, you can choose how much you want it rented and how much you don't want it rented. But the more, the merrier. So obviously, the more you rent it out, the more money you're going to make. So that's really a good pro. The third pro that I want to discuss is the fact that the car, one of the cons was the car will depreciate. But with you making extra money like this, if you are smart about it, you can utilize that. You're already budgeting a car payment, right? You don't buy a car unless if you can afford the monthly payment. That's just verbatim. But now that you're making extra money on top of what you have already budgeted for the car, you can pay it off twice as fast. You can keep up with the depreciation if you have like negative equity in it or something, or you can surpass it completely. And that's just awesome. So it makes it completely worth it in my perspective. The reason why I'm bringing all this up is because in the event that it pays for itself, you're practically owning a car for absolutely free, no charge. Other people are paying for your car. It's the same purpose as if someone goes out, buys a house, renovates it, or just purchases a house so that way someone else can rent it, and then they're paying the mortgage for you and you don't have to worry about it. Someone's paying off the mortgage on your house that you own, and eventually you can either sell it, cash out, or you can continue to rent it and have it as passive income. It's mind-boggling how many ways you can make money and creatively get to a passive income situation. Right now, I am getting close to my car being completely paid off for this month. That's amazing, right? And it's a possibility that I could even get a profit after I pay off my entire payment. That's enough for me, guys. That really is. The moral of the story here is because I like cars, because I like a materialistic thing, I'm not really wealthy per se. Yes, I can try and push my budget and afford nice things, but you have to think creatively in life. If you want that nice thing, if you want that nice materialistic thing, of course there's always restrictions on what you buy that can't make you money, but figure out a way, if it's possible, that the item you purchase that you want so desperately can turn around and make you some money. It doesn't necessarily have to make you a profit, but what if it evens out and you don't have to typically pay for it at all out of your own pocket? Someone else is paying for it. You have to understand the nice things that you want, other people want as well, but they don't have the luxury of buying it, or they don't have the mindset of buying it. So what can you do? You can provide that product for them because they want it as well, all while making you some extra cash on the side. That's a no-brainer for me, guys. I mean, honestly. So what I'm getting at is think outside of the box. Think of ways that you can afford your materialistic things in life that you want. Some are important, and everyone has different goals. It might not be a materialistic thing. You have to sit down, brainstorm, and think of these things with uninterrupted time so that way your mind can process all of these things. You can think creatively. There's no distractions, and it's a different way to make money. I know a lot of people have heard this term, and it's you don't want all of your eggs in one basket. It's funny because I'm going to go off topic here and wrap things up. People think that their day job is very secure. I disagree. What's ironic is I believe that your boss can replace you or your position by the snap of the finger. And that's no security for me. But if you work for yourself, or if you're doing these creative tasks and you find ways to have multiple avenues of income, that's the best security anyone can ask for. It won't let you down. All right, guys, thanks again for tuning in. I hope you have a great day, and always remember, think creative.